Big lenses are great. You can look directly in them and make really ridiculous faces. Hey there, my name is Jonathan and welcome to Just Eyeball It. Today, I'm back! Me and Davison, I'll put her Twitter in the description below, have been working on something huge. And as it so happened, I was a bit behind on my videos and just didn't have a chance to film anything. I'm here now! So on April 7th, in this province that I live, in Quebec, there is going to be an election. The current government, the Parti Québécois, basically made a really shitty budget. And they did this not because they can't make a budget, I'm sure they could if they really tried, but they did this because no one would vote for it, and it would mean that we have to call another election. And what they want to do is win a majority government so they can hold a referendum so they can ask Quebec if it wants to separate from Canada. Now, whether or not you think Quebec should be a country, this is a terrible idea. Currently, as it stands, Canada, the country I'm living in, sends loads and loads of money to Quebec every single year. And without this money, we would be a third world country, one that ignores the rights of English people and religious minorities. Frankly, I don't want to be poor, nor do I want public services to get any worse, which is why I'm going to be voting this election. And that brings me to another point, which is that young people, as in people my age, have a tendency not to vote. And I can totally understand this. Personally, I think that all of the parties that are running suck, except one of them that sucks a little bit less, but it's not going to win. So in these types of situations, we tend to feel like it doesn't make a difference, when really it does. For instance, you can do something called voting defensively, which means that you vote in such a way that the really shitty party doesn't get in. What you do is you Google polls from the last election and right now, and you figure out which candidate is most likely to win against the people you hate. Another thing you can do is vote for that little party or independent politician anyway. God knows they need your help. For instance, Elizabeth May is the Green Party leader and the only Green Party MP to be elected. But she does so much amazing stuff for Canada. Despite the fact that her party will probably never win, she is getting good shit done for Canadians. And honestly, we should be proud of her. Another thing you can do, which sounds ridiculous, is spoil your ballot. Often people assume that if you're not voting, it's because you don't care, but this is not always the case. The message this sends is that everybody who's running in your area is so awful that you don't want to support any of them. I know that some of you might be a little bit bored with this, especially considering it's not what I usually do on here, but politics is important. Things like who you're allowed to marry, or if you're allowed to get an abortion, or how much it costs for healthcare, these are all decided by politicians. And although sometimes it seems boring or pointless or just plain infuriating, it is the system that we chose to run us. And it's important. Anyway, I am just hoping that you guys who can vote will go vote. Whether you're in Quebec, or Canada, or the US, or anywhere else, just do it, please. Anyway, bye! Hello, I hope you guys enjoyed this, despite the fact that it's not even close to what I usually do on this channel. And I just wanted to let you know that I plan on doing something in the near future about how our voting system sucks, both in Canada and the US. And maybe I'll get an interview with someone who knows how to make it better. I'm trying. Anyway, take care. Bye.